Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Roadrunners head coach. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's McClure. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The run inside. It's McClure.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. Could be an alley. Smashes through the tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pressure coming. Chase to the right. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's at the tip, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulane!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Roadrunners offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And onto the field comes Owen McCown. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to throw, it's McCown. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Snags it, and he's open. Drills him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
To the air, it's McCown. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Running inside, it's Peterson. Maybe a crease. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect.
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Dropping back, it's McCown. Got it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Just needed 3 yards on 3rd down, and they got it with precision execution.
And the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route. Throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And it's the Roadrunners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Catch in the middle. It's Hill. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw.
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Ole Miss keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the 2nd half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
Checking in with the Roadrunners head coach. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this 2nd half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
you know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Quick completion on the out. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Handoff to the lone back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Roadrunners have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Peterson. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're out on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run inside. It's Peterson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Peterson. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Slams ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Tulane right back to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Maybe some room here. Lowers those pads. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Dropping back, it's McCown. Here's a heat. It's complete to the left. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. Got a little grass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Grab behind the line. It's McClure. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
On the run, it's Peterson. There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try to run for it. Runs through the tackle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, UTSA! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Running inside, it's McClure. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Tulane right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. grabbed in the backfield. It's McClure. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up the throw. Under fire. And they got him.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's McCown. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the